Adventure waits on every roll, fighting for our mortal souls through mountains high and dungeons deep, through dragon's stream of Scorched.
Welcome to Dragon's Dream of Scorched Sheep, the only D&D podcast that, despite international condemnation from the United Nations, is brave and arrogant enough to do a second campaign. I'm your statuesque host Gadget, and joining me for our second campaign, she's a fiery redhead from the West Country looking for her Prince Charming to enjoy combine harvester rides, pounding ciders, and rolls in hay bales. It's Candy!
Alright, me babbers! Woot woot woot!
And Candy, behind the curtain, we have 3 eligible bachelors ready to sweep you off your feet.
Oh.
Bachelor number 1 hails from the fairy tale lands of northern France. He likes walks on the beaches of Normandy, tonics, tea cakes, and sexual deviancy. Prepare for the big dog, it's Biggie.
Hoi hoi ho! Mais oui, mais oui! Baguette! Ho! French fries!
Bachelor number 2 is a well-seasoned Yorkshire musician who knows how to use his fingers to make lines of powder disappear like magic. If you like a handyman, he's a dab hand with no more nails. It's your party animal. It's Oodles.
Hello there.
And finally, Bachelor number 3, heir to the kingdom of Northallerton. He'll sweep you off your feet, then bring you down to earth with his addiction to dough balls. His tattoos show a map of how to get through Lidl without hitting the middle aisle. It's Stig.
Hello.
So Candy, will you Bachelor number 1, Bachelor number 2, or Bachelor number 3?
Oh, which was the musician, fast-fingered musician, powdery one?
Hi.
You'll have to get a new out, Gadget.
We'll have to get a new out. They're getting married, everybody. Welcome back, listeners, to Campaign 2. That was a really silly start, because we don't have characters to talk... Well, we have characters, but we're not talking about them yet.
Yeah, we don't have any.
You almost didn't.
Yeah, we almost fucking didn't.
Yes, we are back. Campaign 2. Are we all ready?
I haven't spoken to you all in a year.
I know, right? It's been so long since the podcast.
Been great.
Never interacted once.
No, we haven't even done spin-offs on this very podcast since.
That's actually nuts that it was October when we finished the last campaign.
It's been a while, actually. So obviously at this point, we're recording this early, so we're a few weeks ahead of the end of Alien RPG. So Oodles and Biggie are going to be doing a bit more on that before you will be hearing this, but we wanted to get ahead and get some things banked because we're terrible with timekeeping and terrible with keeping things in running order.
I hope in Alien RPG we don't run into any aliens.
It would really cramp your style, wouldn't it, Oodles?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Yeah, I especially don't like to fuck them.
No.
Oh, is that an option?
Ugh. I think they fuck you, mate.
I think you're right.
Well, if you look into what the allegory of Alien is, yes. So, second campaign. We're all dab hands at playing D&D now.
Experts.
Can teach those critical role guys a thing or two.
Yeah.
So, amateurs, them lot.
Amateurs. Well, because you feel so confident in your abilities, especially Stig, there's a little bit of housekeeping before we get started with the second campaign. There's going to be a few little changes to how we play the game. So we're going to be operating with some of the D&D 2024 rules, most of the 5e rules. There's just some changes from D&D 24. I'll explain them when they come up.
You didn't explain this to my lawyer.
Well, your lawyer's going to be sending me a letter tomorrow because I've got some new table rules. Because
can we have sex now?
No.
Oh.
Well, you can, but it's a fade to black situation. I'm not describing sex. There are a few things that are going to change. So, because the first campaign was our first campaign, I deliberately left out a few rules that just would have muddied the waters as we were learning to play. So, I'm adding some of them back in. So, for instance, exhaustion is now going to be a thing. So you can stack up...
I had exhaustion.
You did as part of your frenzy.
Towards the end.
but it's going to be exhaustion is a thing for everybody.
You can't do
How
too
does that
much
work?
at once.
So the longer
rest.
the longer you go without a rest, or when you do kind of extreme physical actions, you can get a point of exhaustion. You can stack up to 3 points of them, and as that escalates, there are debuffs that come along with it.
Right.
So I think exhaustion level 1, I can't remember what that is, but exhaustion level 2 is like you get disadvantage on attacks, for instance.
This is some bullshit.
I'm not finished yet. We're still not tracking ammunition unless you have a above base level weapon. So if you have a +1 bow, you're going to have to buy arrows for it. We're not tracking spell components except for a handful of spells, which I've got a list of. The best example I can give is Revivify. That's a really powerful spell. You will need a diamond worth 500 gold pieces for that one, or 500 gold pieces to spend to set that up for it. But there are a few kind of high level spells that are just kind of broken if you don't have like limitations on them. Based on another campaign that I'm in, Silvery Barbs is banned. Anyone picks Silvery Barbs, you are not allowed it.
What is it?
What is that?
It basically means you cast Silvery Barbs, I have to reroll the attack, and it's caught me out so many fucking times in that campaign. I'm not having it.
I thought it was a drag queen.
It does sound like a drag queen. The last two new house rules are long rests are only 100% effective in a bed. So if you want to do a long rest in the field, like and you camp, you can either choose to get full health, full spell slots, or half of each.
Okay.
And then the last one is I've got a homebrew injury mechanic. So if you get down to less than 10% of your health, you will pick up an injury, which will give you a random debuff. And you can only remove that with Greater Restoration, which is a spell that you get at level 9, or at a doctor in a town. So, those are the new house
Is there any
rules.
good things?
Yeah, you're playing D&D.
Okay.
Way.
I made it very easy on you in the last one, and you all had a fun amount with the power fantasy. This one I wanted to be a little bit more grounded as D&D can be. Also, I'm going to work hard on the economy, because we broke the economy to fuck last time.
We were rich as fuck.
Yeah, and I had nothing for you to buy.
Didn't spend any. Yeah.
I think I bought a potion at one point. That was it.
So yeah, I'm going to try and make it a little bit less cash rich, but have more useful things you can actually buy for that money. All right.
Speaking of which, are we starting with any money? How do we start this campaign off?
So I said you could start with either 50 gold or one kind of rare magical item.
I'll just carry it
Where
on.
was this?
Carry on.
I missed that.
I didn't really say anything.
It was in our group chat, you dickhead.
Wow.
What did you say? Sorry.
50 gold pieces or one rare magical item.
Oh, I'll have a gold piece.
You have a gold piece.
No.
Yeah. I know it sounds like I'm crabbing on you a lot with rules, but don't worry, it'll just
It's fine.
Balances things back out a little bit, because you guys got very powerful
so
very
that's
quickly
all
last
cool.
time.
I enjoyed that. It was on
Well, I
easy
did,
mode.
I
I
did.
always play on easy.
I couldn't hit for shit.
Well, you're playing on
can we-
normal
I'm
mode now.
dropping this to story mode.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's get started. That's enough prattling on from us. Let's prattle on properly. So let's begin campaign 2 of Two Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep. So if you look at the Roll20 map, I will tell you where you are. Far to the north of the Sheol continent, in the world of Erethria, on the edge of the frigid seas, we find the country of Greybar, right at the top.
Oh, it looks nippy, doesn't it?
Once the refuge of only the hardiest of dwarven tribes, the country has been colonized by humans over the last several hundred years after the discovery of vast, deep seams of precious metals, rare gems, and even mithril. What was once a frozen wasteland has become one of the wealthiest exporters in the world. More wealth comes through the capital city of Vastrada than anywhere else in Erethria. Not that anyone would notice. Ruled by a confident and shrewd king, Greybar hides its wealth and opulence from all but the most keen-eyed of explorers. Greybar remains politically neutral at all times. It does not get involved with wars, preferring instead to supply the materials needed to wage war. At a hefty premium, of course. The country features wide expanses of land that most humans would think uninhabitable, but they're certainly not empty. Greybar sits on ley lines that narrow the barrier to the weave, meaning all manner of strange and unexplainable things can happen when you divert from the beaten path. Sharp, jagged mountains bisect the country in a way that would normally prevent any traveller from passing them, but the ancient dwarves who once owned this land hollowed them out, creating vast underground cities and thoroughfares. These long-abandoned fortresses and mines hide all manner of horrors for the unsuspecting wanderer. Then there's the Weeping Winds, a snowfield so dense it's impossible to see more than a few feet in front of you, where life appears to stop dead. Many have tried to map the area, and none have returned. Only the most foolhardy would venture into it. Life is hard this far north. The weather is persistently brutal. Most houses and buildings are covered in some form of permafrost, which needs to be removed by hand several times a year. A sign of wealth in a man is a sign of wealth is a man with a shaven face, implying that he can afford to be comfortable and doesn't need a beard to help keep him warm. The port city of Erskip sits protected from the elements by a huge wall and the dwarven-made harbour. For 3/4 of the year, imports and exports travel through the city constantly, as well as a steady flow of immigrants who come to prospect, hunt the strange flora and fauna of the country, or just escape their past elsewhere in the world. In the winter, the sea freezes solid, making it impassable by ships. The air is so cold even airships cannot make it this far north. We joined the campaign at the start of spring. The sea has recently thawed, at least enough for ships to be able to pass into the city. The harbour is abuzz with activity. Tons of mineral ores are loaded onto waiting cargo barges by enormous wood and steel cranes. Fishing boats empty their nets to the dockside whilst miniature snowcats wait for the right moment to pounce and steal some lunch. Bells toll, traders shout, and bosun's calls ring through the air, a cacophony of newly resumed industry as Erskip wakes up from its winter hibernation. New arrivals queue at the administrator's building on the harbour side, ready to have their work orders checked, papers stamped, or bribes accepted. A few have arrived unprepared for how devastatingly cold it can be here and are begging for warm clothes from passers-by. The city constabulary patrol in fur-lined armour that not only keeps them warm, but looks intimidating. They're a fierce fighting force and are not to be trifled with. A few streets away from the harbour is the Hunting Lodge, a place where new arrivals can start to make the money they'll need to survive in this place. Erskip requires a steady supply of hunters to keep the city fed, as very little will grow naturally this far north. Every morning, just like this morning, the lodge fills with hunters looking for work. Kitchens across the city fill out requests for different meats to fill out their meals, or for pests and predators to be dispatched that could affect the natural breeding habits and stocks of commonly eaten animals. The newbies are always left to last. So many new people come through Erskip they need to prove themselves before they're given lucrative contracts. At the head of the queue sits a young man in golden armour. His blonde hair and clean-shaven face, save for a small triangle of hair under his bottom lip, scream of his wealth and privilege. He is Prince Chadney von Tellifer, son of Greybar's ruler, the Right Royal King Thaddeus von Tellifer. In front of him he has a stack of requests he is handing out. A pair of older, rugged hunters are given a contract to deal with a basilisk that has nested several days away from the city. A group of 6 adventurers are given a request to investigate the sighting of spectral elk, and if possible, return at least 1 carcass for processing. It takes 3 hours to empty the queue, as we join our final 4 prospective hunters as they approach their desk. Chadney holds one last request in his hand. So, this is how we start. And just to prove a point, I'll show you what Chadney looks like. If I can. Why does it not let me show you what he looks like?
I found an item when you're ready.
For fuck's sake! Don't tell him! Keep it to yourself.
Oh, no, it's not a big secret.
This is, if you look on Roll20, this is Chadney.
I think he's great looking.
Hate him.
I would.
He has pristine golden armor. He's got golden blonde hair. He's got a little soul patch, huge red cape. He is as arrogant as you could possibly expect, and he sits at this desk in front of you all, and he just leans forward, And he says, well, I have one left, and there are 4 of you. Who's taking it?
I'll be taking it, thank you.
And who says that?
That would be Robin Tealeaf. Robin Tealeaf is asking for that.
She's called Robin Tealeaf. That's the first time I've heard that. She's a thief.
Would you like to describe Robin Tealeaf, please?
Robin Tealeaf is. Would you like to know my class and everything?
Yes, you're classing
this is it.
And give us like a 1 or 2 liner on your backstory, not your full backstory, but just like why you're there.
Robin Tealeaf is a human druid. She's the head of a shady organisation back from her homelands, and she seeks to find the wealth in various regions, but not to necessarily gain from it.
Ooh. Okay. So, Chatney kind of leans forward at you and goes, and he says, Druids? We don't get many druids up here. Interesting. What brings you here?
Well, what do you think, good sir? I'm here to take on a job.
Not here to this room, I mean to the Greybar.
And what business is it of yours?
I'm the one with the money.
Yes, I can see that. You can smell of it. You smell of money.
I think it's a lovely smell, don't you think? He's got a couple of kind of very large guards behind him, going, kind of nodding their armour. Clearly kind of rent-a-goon kind of things, like their helmets clanging off their chest plates as they nod.
I see, that he's responding to some compliments here. Perhaps he can get a little bit distracted. Sir, your hair, it is fantastic. Is that your potion behind you? Is that your hair potion that you use? Because that's not natural, surely.
Well, I think you'll find this is natural. This is the wonderful, perfect genetics of the Von Tellifer bloodline.
I stand corrected. I surely should have known you were of high noble blood, sir. That's you look very well. You look very well. Now about that contract, I'd be happy to have a look at it, and perhaps maybe we can come to an agreement.
And he kind of looks over the other 3 of you, goes, so you're happy to not earn anything today and just let Miss Tealeaf here take you to work?
I love how they're all waiting.
They don't say much, do they? They're clearly not into it.
No.
Dullards.
Yes, let me see that.
No! No!
And you shout that from behind, like it actually makes Prince Chadney jump a little bit. Just, my word! And he kind of looks over to you, and would you like to introduce yourself, Biggie?
My character's name is Saxi Mudir Jandun. He is a human of Viking ancestry. He is a rogue swashbuckler type character. He has a scimitar as a weapon of choice. He's dressed in sort of... he's quite a burly man. He's got a lovely wavy red hair, but it's tied up in 2 buns with a couple of pigtails down the side of his head, each side. And he has a nice big burly beard to match, covered in light leather armour with a bit of fur on the adjoining his cape, leather braces, boots, and fur on the top to match. He's brash, brave, and a braggart.
Fantastic.
Yes, and he's a man who sails around Faerun on many adventures as a treasure hunter. Erethria, sorry.
He's brave.
Erethria.
So he's a general traveller, is he?
Yeah. Looking for work.
So Prince Chadney leans to you. Are you wanting to take this job then, Saxi? Saxi. Interesting name. I haven't met someone called Saxi before.
Good heavens.
Let me have a look.
Oh my god. It's a Nazi.
You realise I've got to do this for the next fucking 60 episodes?
I hope he dies.
Christ. We got 3 years of this.
And so you kind of reach forward and just try to grab at the contract. We have 2 more people here. Let's see what they wish to do about it. And he points at your character, Stig.
Right. Aye, I'll do the job.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my guy is called Jed Hadro. He born in Driftmere, Trosland. He is a big guy. Big beard gut on him. He's one of those people that Gadget described as not being dressed for the occasion, as he's there with his gut hanging out, with his chest out in a big. He's got a fur coat on, but nothing on here. Yeah,
he probably didn't used to be too small.
Yeah, he is a scruff. He's a wanderer who was done over by the King's Guard, and he just takes on jobs. You know, no job is beneath him if the pay is right. He'll kill, he'll steal, he'll kidnap, he'll fight. It's just a general vagabond wanderer who, yeah, give him money and he'll do the job.
He'll do job.
Yeah, he's a
I
fighter.
like his accent.
He's a fighter. He's a fighting man. He's a fighter.
How's that builder?
He's a fighting man. Yeah. If
Check it
you
right.
have a look at the wrestler Kevin Owens, that's the kind of build I'm going for. Big, burly, tough guy, but with a big gut.
Right. Okay. Fantastic. So as kind of Jed steps forward, then and Prince Chandy goes, "Oh, take a step back. There's that stench."
Yeah. Sorry. Been not a chance to wash.
This decade?
No, just today.
Wow. Okay, and then he kind of looks to the last one of you and goes, "Well, you look rather well appointed, my good sir. Who are you?"
Bonjour, Prince. Chadley, Jean-Pierre Loic Sunforge.
Jean-Pierre Loic Sunforge.
No, Jean-Pierre. My
or
name is Loic Sunforge.
Je m'appelle.
Pierre Baguette.
Do you not speak? Do you not listen?
Où est la bibliothèque?
Ah, oui.
So Loic Sunforge, what's he all about?
Loic Sunforge is a paladin from the Church of the Sunforge, an adopted man. He was born seemingly without parents somehow. He now worships the effervescent god of the sun. He is more of a preacher than a warrior. He is well-to-do. He's well-kempt. He's handsome. He's got nice pauldrons. He's dressed for the occasion, at any occasion. And he's carrying this long, wrapped travel bag that clearly looks like it's got weapons in it, which you wouldn't expect.
You'd sort of expect it from paladins, but yeah.
Yeah. But he doesn't... He described himself more as a voice of God.
Right. He's like his own personal Metatron.
He's French as well.
I gathered that. I'm so sorry, poor listeners. I'm so sorry.
He's not French because French people don't exist in this. So it's
just his accent.
It's just his accent. An accent you came up with, and if it just happens to sound
yeah.
like French,
I mean, Biggie said his character was Viking descendant, which is from Norway, which is a different universe. So if he can do that, I can be French.
Exactly. I said a Viking type.
You didn't.
Maybe. Is what I was saying.
Well, I don't think Kevin exists either, but you know.
He's essentially he's quite quiet unless he's preaching. Then he comes alive.
So Prince Chandy kind of leans forward again, and he's just kind of like waving this kind of contract around. Who do I give it to?
To save you the time there, Prince Chadley, I am not interested in your contract. I am more interested in a group of wanderers so I can spread the word of God.
And while he's yapping, I just grab it.
Ooh, first roll of the campaign then. Give me a sleight of hand.
Oh!
What makes you think...
17.
17. So while Saxy is trying to spit out whatever he's saying, you just kind of grab it. And
What makes you think you're our leader?
I will tell you that I am your leader, and you will enjoy it.
Bonsoir, mademoiselle.
No. Who's with me?
Yeah.
I was saying hello. I was saying hello to
Here,
Good
Chad.
evening.
Chad. How much does this pay?
he gestures at you, Robin. I was going to say Capri there for a second. Gestures at you, Robin, to read the scroll. And you open it up, and it says, a shipment of flour has gone missing on its way back from a local windmill outside the city. The local baker has asked for this to be investigated, as he only has enough materials left to make bread for the city for one more day. And then Chadney kind of adds to that. He says, all of the new people who are coming in here, the local constabulary are rather busy, so the magistrate for the city has offered 100 gold pieces to find out what happened, with a bonus of 25 gold pieces if you can return the entire shipment.
Seems
Mademoiselle,
easy.
may I have a word?
Are you referring to me?
Oui.
Yes. Good sir.
I am not interested in the monetary value of this quest. However, may I interest you in the noble cause?
No.
Or may I join you at least, just to accompany you and watch your people?
You may join me, but you must be handy in a fight and ready to prove that you're loyal to us.
And just like that, he opens his bag and just brings out this massive double-handed greatsword.
Well, maybe you will come in handy after all.
To the effervescent god.
Good size of that.
whatever.
That's a nice piece. What do you call it?
I have a question, Chad. This supply line, why is it so limited?
We've been running low on supplies over the winter. We've only just reopened, and we haven't had a grain shipment yet.
Right, I
So-
see. And this goes for the entire city, does it? Not just for the certain classes?
This is.
I
for
see
the
you're
entire-
looking, as I say, you're looking very well.
This is for the city.
I will make sure it is.
He kind of gives you a slightly withered look. Like you think, like you can tell he's going to have to keep an eye on you.
I just wink.
And he kind of-
Bonjour, Mr. Jed? Jed?
Aye, Jedadro.
You asked me a question?
Ah, that piece you got. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
Solil.
Ah, nice.
In your tongue, I believe it is son.
Yeah.
You want to hold it?
Ah.
Take it, feel it. It is well balanced.
Oh, it is. I like that.
So you take hold of the greatsword, and you're a strong guy, Jedi, but you're not used to kind of wielding a greatsword. So it kind of like it's initially it's not so much that you're not strong enough to hold it, but it's kind of like it overbalances you a little bit because
I'm
of the length of the
a
sword.
long sword and shield kind of fighter.
Yeah, so it's just like, oh, like you okay. Then you kind of lift it up, and he's like, that's nice. This.
Yeah.
You make
I'm
Action
used to
bigger.
this.
you may cast your eyes on the sun motif. May I interest you in the word of the effervescent god?
Not right now. Not right now.
Well, let's call it how you say a rain check.
Aye. Anyway, let's get on to this flower. I'm not good.
Is
I'm
it
a
raining?
dab hand with this kind of work.
Please give me back my weapon.
Oh, yeah.
So Prince Chadney stands up because looks like we have an accord. Then the four of you are going to find this flower, share the reward, and return back here, and hopefully we can continue to keep the city fed.
Prince Chansley, I do not need no reward. I am merely an observer.
Well, then
I'll
you-
take yours,
I'll
cat.
take it.
I will leave that for you to all decide. To decide. Just when you return with the flower, return back to me. I will see that it reaches the baker and present you
Vivel.
your reward. And he just kind
Well,
of
I will say-
he stands and poses, and he kind of engages his cape of billowing, and it just kind of billows gently behind him, looking very heroic.
Oh, I nearly picked that as my item as well.
I will say the winner of my share is the person who impresses me the most. Are we in
Sure,
agreement?
fine. However that works for you people.
Onward. Onward.
See you later, Chad.
It's Prince Chadney, by the way. Please don't call me Chad.
What a revolting man.
I'll be back.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, my character's human.
Yeah.
Extremely,
Yeah.
extremely
We're all
human.
We're all human in this campaign.
Well, as you step out into Erskip, so if I direct your attention back to the map again, I'll show you whereabouts you are. So this building here is the Hunter's Lodge. Next to you, you have a kind of an assorted market. Move the map slightly. There are kind of administration and kind of office buildings around, and the rest of it is kind of housing. There are kind of 15-foot high walls all the way around this city that keeps it kind of protected from the elements as best it can. But of course, can't protect it from snowfall, so the ground underneath is kind of a bit icy, wet, slushy, snowy as people kind of walk around. So you kind of step out there. The cold hits you. It's only just warm enough for the sea to thaw out. So what we're looking at kind of minus 15, 16 with a really bad wind chill kind of thing. Everyone's kind of ushering out bundled up. They're used to this level of cold. Like, they're comfortable in it, but you're all kind of like, ugh, as you kind of step
I'm
out.
cold proof. No.
Hell, my tits are freezing.
I can see, sir. Jed, may I have a word?
Aye.
Are you quite well? Do you need clothing?
I could do with a vest, like.
Yes, we'll find you some on our adventure.
I come from quite a cold place, but damn, this place is.
You don't
Someone
seem
else.
that prepared.
Yes, your nips are rather. They could be used as a weapon themselves, you might say.
They could, lass. They could.
Bonjour, Saxy.
It sounds worse in his French accent.
I know.
Saxy.
I'm a bit
Bonjour,
of
Saxy.
you.
Jawohl.
I believe we have not had the pleasure.
Guten Montag.
Bonsoir.
Please stick to English, please.
It's good morning.
Oh, Biggie just rattled out some syllables. He's trying to say Guten Morgen.
Just,
No, it's got-
may I ask where you hail from?
from this place, actually.
Aye, so you are local?
Not far. Not very far at all.
May I interest you in the word of the effervescent god?
No, yet. I've already heard you from this conversation. I'm making all of this up.
I know you are.
Had you noticed?
Never mind. I will not talk to you much longer.
I appreciate the words, but no, it's not for me.
Okay, maybe I will show you sometime.
Maybe.
So the scroll that you were given give you kind of directions out of the city to find where the to find the trade routes that this flower was going on. Is there anything you want to look for in the city before you head out, or anything you want to learn about Erskip before you go?
I want to look for the biggest crowd of people.
Because
And hopefully a platform to stand on.
So that wouldn't be very far from where you start off, because that would be the marketplace. So you walk in and you walk across the marketplace. You see kind of a collection of kind of very old-looking tents, and there are traders of all manner of wares, be it kind of leatherworks, blacksmitheries, food, drink. There are kind of children dancing around playing. There is a kind of a bard playing on a lute. His fingers look very close to frostbite, but he's
Is there a
making good
t-shirt
money.
shop?
You what?
Is there a t-shirt shop?
There will be someone selling clothes, so you can go around and have a look. At one end of the marketplace there is a kind of catch-all kind of stand thing. Sometimes it becomes a gallows, sometimes it's a public address place. No one's currently on there at the minute.
Can I stand on there a second then?
Sure.
Citizens of the fine city of Erskip. My name is Loic Sunforge, and I am here to talk to you about how I can turn your city into a better city.
We don't have time for this.
Are you all ears?
A couple of people kind of turn around and look at you, and you also see kind of like a handful of the constabulary just kind of like look at each other and look at you, keeping an eye on you. And most of them are just continuing to kind of mill about and carry on with their business.
What I promise you, through the glow of the effervescent god, is warmer summers, warmer winters. If only you rejoice in the effervescent god, and hear his words.
So
And then he starts preaching this prayer in like some kind of language.
Give me a religion check, please.
Yep.
We need to lose this man.
Just wait. Just wait.
No, let him continue. I'd like to see where this is going.
Seven.
I
never said he were good at preaching.
So as you're kind of preaching and
He's having an apprenticeship.
you're going into gibberish tongues,
Yep.
you just hear someone from the back of the crowd going, "Well, how's he gonna do that then?"
The power of the sun.
We can see the sun right now. It's so fucking cold.
Can I do a where is it? A performance check.
You can.
Because I want to.
What do you want to
show.
perform?
He wants to show how he can just. It's like a little magic trick. There's no power to it. Just a sun comes out of his hand, a tiny sun, and there's a glow to it. It's just. It's more. It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be? Yeah, because you don't have minor illusion, do you?
No, not yet. It's just something that. There's a little trick. It's not. I can't use it on anything.
Yeah.
It's just a performance. Is that okay if you can do that?
Yeah. Do a performance check, and yeah, it would have to kind of explain it away. As it's just like it's
14.
Like 14. Yeah. So you kind
Witness.
Yeah. You hold your hand out and you make a little.
He's a charlatan, guys. He's a
Yeah,
charlatan.
you make a little spark that comes out like a circle.
Yeah.
Can I do a meanwhile quickly?
Sure.
And I'm not splitting up, but this would be a good time to do something. Jed, would you come with me, sir?
This lad's boring me.
Yes, indeed. Do you see any clothing stalls here? And look for a high quality one, will you? You're going to need some warm clothing.
So you see, you look around, you see a few places that are selling kind of, not necessarily clothes, but kind of like fur pelts and stuff that you could kind of wear over your torso, effectively.
You, good sir. Aye.
You
Need something to cover me nips up with.
No.
you talk to a very, very short man. He kind of peers over the top of the bench. He's not a dwarf or anything like that. He's just really short. Oh, hello, sir. What can I do?
No. Jed, you misunderstand. Keep this man talking. He wants to see the show. He's very interested in what Loic has to say. He's very distracted. Yes. Why don't you take him slightly away?
Have you seen my mate up on stand? Look at that.
He kind of looks over as Loic's kind of starting to lose the crowd a little bit.
I am no magician. This is God. This is God.
And he's, oh, it's been a long time since I've seen a good lynching. Come on, let's go have a look. And he kind of walks off with you.
Aye.
Is this seller? Is he selling quite expensive wares? Like,
Yes.
is it overpriced?
It's
a city. They usually are, aren't they?
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy that would see you lot coming as newbies, so he would like add like 15%.
Especially a man that actually needs covering up.
Yeah.
In double prices.
Excellent. I have no guilt in doing this then. I'd like to quietly slip into the shadows and just pick out a top that would be big enough to cover him.
Do you know while you're doing this as well, Loic actually sees you doing this, and he looks at you and you look at him and he winks, and that's the first time you're like, oh, he's kind of on our side here.
He looks at
Just give
you,
the nod.
and he looks at you.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Give me a Can you give me either a sleight of hand or a stealth check, whichever you've got higher in?
They're both the same.
Oh, well, just pick one then.
Low.
Can I try again? I got a 5 on that.
But would you need sleight of hand if he's not looking?
Yeah, but she's not completely alone around there. There are other traders there.
Oh, and they'll traders stick together, don't they?
So as Robin reaches for this kind of woven pelt thing, a large hand grips your wrist. Goes, "What are you doing there?"
Oh, thank you. I was hoping you would be able to help me. I'm looking to cover a very, very large friend, as you can see. Got some problems over there with the nipple department. I'm just browsing, if you wouldn't mind.
Give me a persuasion check. Very, very mechanical start to this campaign, isn't it?
9.
9. I think you're telling the truth about covering up that giant gentleman over there, but I think you're trying to steal from good Aloysius here.
Can I jump in because Loic sees that happening?
Okay.
And he just screams, "For the glory of the effervescent god!" And he just that little sun, he goes, poof, it just pops, and he goes, "Excusez-moi," and runs. So everyone, because you said there's a lynching coming, I want people to just to follow him.
So you do the kind of the big poof, and then a fish flies past your head, and you gotta go, and you start to run, and this guy who's holding onto Robin's hand kind of looks up. What's all that?
So that's your chance, Robin. Go, grab it, fuck off.
So
run.
much is this? How much is this pelt worth, and how much are they charging?
So it would be 50 gold pieces for this pelt, and this guy's charging 65.
Well, we're taking that one then.
Go.
Runs away.
Okay.
We all run around the corner.
So, Saxy, what are you doing while all this is happening?
I was just watching all of this going on, but I
loved it.
think
He loved it.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to hang around here either. Fair play, but I'm out of here.
And Jed?
Listen, my little friend. Gotta go. Catch you later.
I'll see you later. You're a nice bloke, Jed. You're a nice bloke.
Nah.
He kind of heads back to a stall. And as you're kind of walking towards where the crowd has chased Loic, you hear him goes, "Well, someone half-inch something."
But you got away with it.
So Jed, yes, you now have some warm clothes. Don't give you any armor benefit or all that, but you're not going to fucking catch frostbite.
Systematically, you're gonna survive.
It won't last
Can you
long.
say we're? Can we? Do you know on the bottom L? Can you say we're like hidden behind that corner?
But
You know, how do I do that? How do I make it so you can see it?
press and click and hold.
There.
Oh, down here.
No, we've hidden there behind because you said the market was there, didn't you?
Yeah.
You said the market was.
Yeah, that's the
Was
market.
there. So we've hidden round corner.
Okay. Yeah. So you've heard around the corners. The four of you around there, as the crowd are kind of like chasing past, and you kind of all duck into like a little alcove thing, and they all run past you, Looney Tunes style.
I saw what you did there, Mademoiselle. Very impressive.
Yes.
You are a creature of chaos.
Thank you for your help. It didn't go unnoticed.
This is a fine mess you got us into.
And Loic does it. He does this thing. So he does this, and then he bows.
It's a bit,
He
a little bit.
holds his hands in a circle.
Holds his hands in a circle and bows.
And I just kind of nod the head. Bit weird, that. Yes, very strange.
Nice fit, this.
We're underneath your larger coat, sir.
Yeah. Obviously.
You look very dashing there, Jed. However, there is still the hygiene issue.
Still smell like a goat's ass.
I smell nothing.
Sort it out when we get back.
We. So lead on, my troop. I am merely an observer.
So
Robin.
And as obviously he's done all that, Loic gets a little tiny little like pocket scroll. I don't know how you could pocket scroll and scribbles a few notes.
Okay.
Similar like to how Treble had his book, but it's not as obvious.
Yeah.
It's the pocket scroll.
Cool. So you head out of the city at the northeast gate, past kind of traders and kind of wagons of food going in and out, or goods or minerals or whatever. And you leave out. This is where you get your world map music. We went straight into the world map here. So you scroll down into Erskip, and you see there are some kind of windmills down the coast. So you follow down, following the coastline. As soon as you kind of walk out from the walls of the city, the wind hits you, and you realise kind of this is a brutal place to live. Bloody hell.
Why did they send me here? This is a frozen hell.
Keep moving and you won't get cold.
Oh, I'm moving.
You'll get used to it.
So is Biggie's character like more acclimatized to this?
Yeah, because he's from here. He also starting.
What's he called again? Saxy.
Saxy, yeah. He's also starting to sound a bit like Hair Flick.
A little bit.
We'll grow into
This
our
accent's
voices.
going to be all over the shop, I promise you. if you're not already aware.
Think about what kind of jobs I take on.
Please, mademoiselle, please. What is this job you are taking? I did not see the manifest. What are you trying to do? Can you remember?
Well, yes, slightly remember.
You didn't write anything down.
We're going to investigate a trade route to the baker. Seems to have a spot of bother getting his supplies.
Godless baker, no doubt.
Godless baker.
I didn't catch his first name, but I don't think his surname was Baker. Maybe
Lost
it's
his flower.
I would
We'll
love
have
to
to get.
talk to this baker. Fleur.
Ah.
Lead on, Medisroop.
So, you kind of push through this. Thankfully, it's not snowing right now. It is just really brutal winds. You walk along kind of the coastline. You see the ships coming in and out of Erskip, and you can see kind of into the distance, kind of down into the sea, the amount of ships that are coming in and out of Erskip. It is a busy area. This is what, for all of you, no matter where you've been in this world so far, this is probably the biggest trade port you've ever seen.
Is this where we're more than likely, apart from Biggie's character, where we landed in this area?
Yeah,
from a ship.
Yeah, you'll have, within like a day or so of before this, you'll have all kind of come on a ship at some point and kind of worked out where to go and what to do and that kind of thing.
And Loic mutters to himself, but you can hear it like, ugh, merde. Fixer was such a better place than this.
Hey. Callbacks, references. So you, as kind of night starts to fall and you've walked kind of about 10 miles down the coastline, you start to walk kind of down into the bottom of a gorge. And as you walk down this gorge, you see 3 destroyed sleds. Now tell me if you can see this on the map.
Yep.
Nope. Yes.
Yes.
You're not allowed to see it.
So yeah, so you're in a gorge and you can see 3 destroyed sleds. What did I have? I had notes for this. Small gorge off. So it has been snowing since these were destroyed. So any footprints have been covered over. The sled dogs have long since bolted. There are just the sleds left.
Can I do an investigation check?
Please do.
In my travels, I have never seen a sled destroy itself. So I was going to have a look. Never mind.
What do you get?
4. He's not very good at that.
No.
Useless. Let me have a look.
But then he goes, however, sometimes they do destroy themselves.
Shit. Natural 1.
Natural 1. You think
you agree then? You agree then, Jed? They destroyed themselves.
Another way I can Sorry. Just such confidence. Natural one.
You think
Lad. Only thing for it.
you think you're in a snow-filled gorge, but you've been wrong before.
It could be cream you're standing on, not even snow.
It's okay, boys. Thank you for trying. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to do an investigation check. Oh, 8.
8, fucking hell.
It's destroyed itself.
Come on, Saxy.
See, I was right. I was right straight away.
No footprints. Nothing.
Let me have a look. And I rolled a 7.
Start as we mean to go on, everybody.
It seems these sleds will definitely destroy themselves.
So what,
There we go. There's something.
let us move on.
If only somebody had told me about these self-destroying sleds.
Oh, they are rickety, terrible things.
Must be local to the wilds of the north.
Do you recognize
Ejecto
these type of
Sledo,
sleds?
Cuz.
They may have been joyriding sleds. Who knows? Let us move on. Nothing to fear here. We have the power of the effervescent god on our side.
Okay then. So you carry on walking, disregarding these 3 destroyed sleds.
Keep walking. In fact, with that shit, we just walk over top of them.
Like
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
So after walking reasonably through the night, you arrive at a
He's
pair
ruined
of,
one of his encounters already.
We solved nothing.
you arrive at a pair of windmills. You have gone the entire trade route down to the windmills.
Yes.
And
love a good windmill.
a kind of a rather stout man kind of pokes his head out of the windmill. Who are you? Where's your
We are
grind?
messengers of the god, the effervescent god.
Who's he?
Please, give me a chance to explain and I will tell you.
Wait. Are you friend or foe?
Oh, God.
I'm a miller.
Senor, not senor.
Monsieur.
No, senor.
Allez!
Monsieur Miller.
Paella for everyone.
Miller.
May I talk to you in private, s'il vous plaît?
And he kind of comes out of the windmill and he kind of walks up to you and nods to the side and he kind of takes you aside from your companions and goes, "What's all this?"
I am an emissary for the church, taking these special needs people across all of the land, and they are very excited about the windmills. Is there any possibility we can have a look inside? They love windmills.
He says, as he says that, he turns around and waves at me, and I just Jed gives him a wave back. Jed
As you
like
can see with thine own eyes, I am correct. Does he even need any driven persuasion on that?
No, he doesn't. It's a very charitable thing that you're doing there.
Oh,
Sure,
yes.
sure.
And he gives him this little pamphlet. He's got loads of the effervescent god. Please read that at your whim.
What does Dianetics mean?
It's not Dianetics. It certainly is not Dianetics. But can I just add this thing that he looks at the leaflet and he sees right at the bottom in like red writing, only humans allowed.
Oh. Ooh. Something I can get on board with here.
Exactly. None of that horrendous stuff. All these goblins and monsters. Ugh.
Yes.
Ugh.
No.
Phew.
Okay, well, yeah, come in, you can have a look around the windmill. It's not much and it's a bit messy, but you can see what's going on here.
Companions, let us go into the windmill. We have been invited.
When you...
I clap my hands happily.
So he leads you up into the windmill, and I have to remember what's in a windmill now. So, so you know, circular, wide circular bases, kind of
Usually like a grain stone that's going around.
kind of 5 steps up inside it. There is the kind of the wooden mechanism. So obviously the foils are kind of turning a couple of cogs, and then turning the millstone, which is currently raised at the minute. There's no kind of grain to be put onto it.
Yeah.
In the background, there's kind of a couple of bales of grain ready to go in, and there are also kind of a load of flour sacks kicking about. There is a table and a chair, and the miller he sits down and goes, "Have a look around, enjoy yourself. Just catching up on some reading, but feel free."
Mademoiselle Robin, may I have a quick word?
Go ahead.
As I claimed earlier, I am merely an observer, but it seems like without me you wouldn't got this far. May I suggest you take some leadership?
I believe we would have got this far without you, but I appreciate the favour you did earlier in the marketplace, so yes. I
And
will
in
go
the
ahead.
windmill?
Now, I would like to ask some questions, but obviously he thinks I'm special needs. I would like to know...
Oh, no. Un momento. Mr. Miller. Monsieur. This is my companion from the church. Just nod. She is not, how you say, special needs.
Oh, so it's just
She wishes...
so it's just the two gentlemen that are special.
Yes. She wishes to question you, if you don't mind. I know you are busy reading, but please. This pretty, this girl wishes to speak with you.
I'm a lady. Good afternoon.
Lady.
Good afternoon,
Tattoos
sir.
on a fucking forehead.
Shake his hand. Good afternoon, nod his head.
It's a bit of a musk in here, isn't there?
That's not me.
Oh.
You've got a mushroom growing out your fucking shoulder, can't it?
It's decoration. Sir, this is a fine windmill you have. You seem to be very, you're doing very well with your crops so early in your year.
No, it's not so much my crops. It's what the crown is providing us to grind into flour.
I see. Yes, I see. And would you say that the crown is favouring you in any particular way?
I wouldn't say so. Our yields are pretty good. We get a little bit of bonus, a little bit of extra coin for being able to get out so much flour in a year.
Yes, well, that seems like a reasonable arrangement. You know, you're being compensated for for your output. Yes, I understand that. Now, what I don't understand is why there are other bakers struggling. And I think we need to get the... I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten what we're actually like...
Flour, we need to find out.
We need to find flour.
Flour has gone missing. The baker will run out of bread by the end of this day.
You need to check his flour stocks, really, don't you?
Yes. Do you mind if I... would you give me a guided tour? I'd be ever so interested. As you can tell, I have a keen interest in the ways of different settlements.
Yes, we want to see
up.
your potatoes.
Shut up. I mean, he's fine. He has outbursts every now and again. You just
Potatoes.
just smile and nod. Smile and nod.
He has a mental deficiency. He is cursed.
Touched.
He is cursed.
No, we say touched. He's touched.
Touched by the devil.
No. Just a little bit touched. No devils.
We're getting cancelled episode 1.
I'm really sorry.
So the miller kind of stands up and he kind of like hikes up his pants. Like, yeah, okay, I can show you around. So he kind of leads you over to the millstone. So this is where the main action happens here. This is the millstone. You put he picks up some kind of wheat and puts it under.
Potatoes.
No, millstone.
You're not supposed to act like you've got special needs, mate. You're not in on
Right,
it.
he's not going to believe the cover then, is he?
Yes!
It's a good thing Jed's non-verbal.
So he demonstrates how to use a millstone with you, kind of close the thing. As it's grinding, the kind of flour is kind of falling through like a small chute down to the storage cellar below.
Jed, come here. The storage cellar. We need to see what is in there. Somehow.
I can get in there. I'm a dab hand at lock. I put lockpick.
Are you good at sneaking as well? Le stealth?
Oh, lad, extremely good.
I am.
I will continue to talk to the miller with what's her name?
Robin, tea leaf.
Robin Tea Leaf. And we will distract him. If you
I
are,
need a V. I need a V. If I don't give a V, I will V my pants.
what? What?
I need to go for a V.
Yes, go out and make some yellow snow, young man.
His favorite. He loves to eat it.
And this is where I shall sneak out.
You don't have to sneak when you go for a piss.
No, because I'm going to help look down with Jed.
Give me a.
I don't think you have to go outside to do it.
Give me.
I've done a stealth check and it's 27, bitches.
Fucking hell.
Okay. Yeah, let them go.
How's this man dressed? Does it seem like plush in his windmill?
No, he's kind of dressed, kind of wearing kind of fur-lined overalls, kind of a thick tunic, kind of over the top. Like he looks like he's comfortable. He doesn't look like he's wealthy or anything like that.
Okay.
I need a V.
You go then, fucking hell.
So for your 27 stealth check, you just kind of melt into the shadows. And
Mr. Miller, sir.
Yes.
Have you thought about the pamphlet I gave you?
You haven't given me an opportunity to read it yet. Maybe you could tell me what's inside it.
Yes, by all means. So, the Church of the Effervescent God is a church that worships the sun. Do you like the sun, Miller?
I'm a big fan of it. Makes me feel happy in my eyes.
Precisely. We are a good church. However, a lot of the lands don't like our church because we are pro-human. And
you'll find a lot of pro-human people around here.
yes. So, if you would like to sign this ledger, and he pulls out this little pocket scroll, we will contact you in due time.
Oh.
All I need now is one small donation of gold.
How much is a suggested donation?
5 pieces.
Oh, yes, I think I can swing that. Robin, what is your passive perception?
12.
12. And what about you, Loic?
Perception.
Passive perception.
Where's that one now? 10.
10. Okay. Robin, as he reaches into his kind of
His coffer.
overalls and kind of pulls out a purse, you see kind of pulls out kind of 5 gold pieces. You can see there's some platinum in there.
There's a lot. Yeah.
Not necessarily that there's a lot of money in there, but
too
there's
much for a miller.
Too much for a miller. And he hands you kind of 5 gold pieces. And also the fact that 5 gold pieces is actually probably quite a lot for a miller. So he kind of hands it over kind of willingly. So,
Can he? Yeah. Okay, so once he does that, I get him to sign with this quill. And this is going to be a thing, listeners. He signs his name, yeah?
Yeah, he signs his name.
And he pricks his finger in a little bit of blood.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, sorry. Ugh. Interesting pen.
School. Yes. Je suis dissolve. Thank you very much. And he takes it and he goes, we will be in contact.
Can I do another meanwhile whilst Loic is yapping?
Well, hang on. We've already got another meanwhile on the go here.
Sorry.
Yeah, we need to know what the 2 special needs boys are doing.
So underneath, while this is all happening, Jed, you've gone through like a hatch in the windmill itself that leads you down. As you kind of get down there, climb down the ladder and get down there, you turn and see Saxy's already there.
No! Jesus, lad. Bloody
He's
hell,
good,
you
isn't he?
bastard.
He's sneaky. He's a sneaky bugger.
He's a rogue.
But he's so loud.
Honey, if you're here, let's have a look around this place.
Aye. Just gonna have a
So give me
perception.
We
investigation.
Fuck's
investigation or
sake.
perception?
I just did a perception roll. I got a natural 1 again. My first 2 rolls.
1 in 400
You're a
chance of
biggie.
that.
You're a biggie.
I think you're the new Calbo.
How the turntables.
Give me investigation checks. What I want from you, because you're actively looking around for stuff.
Oh, God. It's not good either.
I got a
6.
10.
10. So it's kind of dark down here, and neither of you have have like dark vision or anything like that.
But I do have.
Oh, here we
It's
go.
brilliant that you brought that up. Because my magical item that I brought
It's
with
the
me
goggles
is
of seeing.
a moon-touched scimitar.
Okay.
And unsheathed blade of this sword shreds moonlight, creating bright light in a 15-foot radius in the dim
How's
light
he
for an
allowed a
additional
sword?
15 feet.
Item.
Yeah,
That's
that's
magical weapon as well.
that's fucking far too powerful. I'm not letting you have that one.
Well, I looked in there. It came under that as items.
What,
Yeah,
50
everything
gold?
comes under item in there.
There you go. It's a magical item.
He meant like a magical rope or something.
Amulet or a ring.
Not a fucking
It was
scimitar.
there.
Name of the
in
fucking
the list.
amulet. If I
Oh,
could
I'm
have
using a
a, if
scimitar.
I could
It's
have a
now
fucking
moon-touch.
powerful weapon.
I've got a fucking quill that pricks people.
All it does is give some light. It's not like giving extra damage.
Moon Touch Sword is the weapon cost plus 150 gold. That's too expensive for you.
Jesus, come on. Special needs indeed, all right.
I'll have the cloak of billowing then.
Right, what I'm going to do is
Stuff the gold, man.
what I'm going to do is if we can't see properly, I'm just going to light one of my torches.
Like a sane person.
Yeah.
Is it a magical moon-touched
No,
torch? by any
it's a
chance?
normal torch because I've got a tinderbox and a torch because we all have them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to light
We
a
all have
torch
them.
so we can see what we're doing.
Fucking hell. His moon touch scimitar. His end game weapon that he's got from the beginning.
It's not an end game. All it does is give some light.
Can I light a torch, please, Gadget? Am I allowed to do that?
Anyway, you're the one that had about 4 or 5 magical items in the last campaign that you randomly put in
That
your
suited
backpack.
his. That suited him.
If you remember. If you remember.
He was a little bastard.
Just tried to pull it out. We're like, fuck off.
I'm glad he's dead. You were a little shit.
Right,
Yeah, the
anyway.
person playing him was a little shit as well.
Yeah.
Can we have another look around now? I've lit a torch. That'd be fair, or
Yes.
torch.
So there's going to be a couple of things happening. So give me an investigation check.
15.
15. Okay.
He's back.
So you light the torch, and you see a small mountain of flour in front of you.
We did it. We've cracked the case.
Bloody hell! Look at all that flour.
And I need you both to do me dex saving rolls.
Whoa.
15.
15,
16.
16. And you two upstairs, I need you to both do dex saving throws.
Saving throws, you say?
Yes.
15.
15,
19.
19. Well fucking done. Because I don't know if you all know what happens when you light an open flame in a grain
Boom.
silo. As Jed
Did
looks
think
around,
about that.
You fucking idiot.
as Jed kind of like swings around, like looking around at this mountain of flour, the dust in the air ignites and you explode the windmill. The 4 of you are thrown
hell.
out, or blasted
Stigveld's
out
back.
into the snow around you. This
Stig.
windmill collapses down.
Oh no! We've ruined the economy again.
And I need to roll a save for the fucking miller.
God damn it, Stig.
It gets a 3. So
Oh,
you
Miller's
see
dead.
So you see them. So those of you two upstairs see the miller launched off into the sea.
And then
That's why-
Loic gets.
That's why
Go
he
on,
was
sorry.
slightly quiet for a second there, wasn't it? You were looking that up. And I was
Yeah.
just thinking, he's quiet here, what have I done? And then there we go, that's what I've done.
Loic screams like, no, by the glow
Have
of
I
the
come out
effervescent
of the
god.
shadows at this point?
Yes, you
No.
are buried from your head to your waist in a snowdrift.
By the glow of the effervescent god, we have lost a member of the church.
My bad. Sorry.
I think we have found our flower.
It is gone, you fucking moron.
This was not me.
Oh, Bredel.
Lad, sorry, it was dark down there, so I lit up a torch.
You lit
turns
the
out-
torch in a flower basin.
It turns out it's not the best thing to do.
You are an idiot.
In fact,
If you'd given me a moment, I could have used my
Nailed.
moon-touched scimitar. Oh, I haven't got it anymore. Where did that go?
actually, what I'm going to
blew
say
up.
is the 3 of you except for Jed, are the ones who are launched. Jed kind of walks out of the ruins of the base, kind of the ends of his hair kind of singed slightly.
Why were I launched? I got a 19.
No, the dex was to see if you died from it.
Oh, imagine.
So he nearly fucking killed us in
He
his
nearly fucking
first...
killed you in the first episode.
Yes. We're back
He
to
What was the
exploded a
part- what was
windmill
the-
with you inside it.
We have found our new Calbo. This is it. Stig,
What
you've
was
done it now.
what was the pass for that?
10.
Can I do a perception?
Sorry gesture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what are you
No,
trying to perceive?
perception, is that the right one I'm thinking of?
What are you trying to work out?
I just want to see. So, no, it doesn't matter. I wanted to know if I rolled a good perception that I saw his little
Stash.
purse, but I didn't.
No,
You weren't there, you were down.
You
No,
wouldn't
but
have.
I was
You
wondering
wouldn't
if
have, 'cause it was-
as I was walking out, could I have seen it?
All right, you wouldn't have anyway.
It's
'cause it was
also in the
overalls.
fucking ocean.
No, he dropped it when he died.
Look, I'll let you live out of this one. Don't push it.
Mademoiselle Robin, it appears you have failed in your task.
Unbloody believable.
You chose the wrong companion.
I knew I should have gone by myself. I always work alone.
Can't say my
guess-
job's always come off right, but whatever.
I guess we have to report the findings. That
Yeah, right.
you are the person that ruined the harvest.
Can any flower be saved?
No.
No,
Listen,
it's all burnt.
This
This-
has gone
hang-
right up the
hang on, hang on.
Snuffelschloof.
Hang on, you three.
The what?
Listen to me. Listen. No one knows what happened here.
I do.
You know what happened here. But do you think that it's going to just blame me? It's going to come down on all of you. You can't trust the King's Guard. I've had dealings with the King's Guard and the Crown for years now. You cannot trust a single word that they say.
Not to mention we have a whole township that are going to go hungry.
If we go back there and say we lost that flower, you can tell them it was just me, but they'll arrest you as well and probably string you up and all.
Let us make a promise then. If you swear to listen to one of my sermons, I will keep your secret.
Thinking more that we need to come up with a plan and a story.
I have the greatest plan. But I will not tell you unless you agree to my promise.
Fucking hell, go on then.
I'm not doing the sermon now. It is whenever I desire.
Don't do it.
We
We don't know these people. We don't know each other yet. We don't know who we can trust.
Jed, sir, sign this parchment,
I'm not saying
and I will keep
shit.
your secret. Saxy, would you like to sign this
Not
parchment?
this time. I don't
Would you
know
like-
you well enough.
Would you like to sign this parchment, and I will keep this secret, or I will tell the church?
Don't sign it. They have a record of who went on this mission anyway.
Remember, I am an observer.
So what do we do? What do we do?
We have,
Listen to
we
me.
have two
I
options.
have a plan.
We get out of here, or we go back and we with a story that all four of us come up with. We blame that dickhead that just got flew into the sea.
I'm not doing it until one of
Hang on,
at
wasn't
least
there
one
a-
of you signs this parchment.
Wasn't there a second windmill on the map?
But
Is
yeah,
it just one?
Yeah, but
It don't matter.
I'll be honest. A windmill just exploded. If we don't get out of here quickly, people
Yes.
are gonna come.
people are going to start asking some questions fairly soon.
If one of you does not sign this parchment, I will tell the truth to whoever comes.
But
Fine.
why are they to believe you? You're a fanatic.
I'm a man of God.
And then, if that's the case, you three. I think it was him that did it.
I believe it
By all
was.
means.
Yeah.
By all means. Say what you will.
What
Well,
is
they can-
happening here?
You are making the gravest mistake of your lives.
You
need
know,
to
I had a
decide
gut
something to
feeling
do.
about you when we
I'm
first
out of here.
met.
You do what you
Lorik.
need to do. I'm off.
Dressed in your finery. I smell wealth.
I have no money.
You may have helped me out. You're obviously highbred.
I am not.
I don't trust you.
I come from the humble church of the effervescent god.
You can
the
tell us
Sunforge.
anything you'd like.
Can I show the credentials of his paladinship and his oath?
The oath doesn't tend to be written; it tends to be spoken. But sure, what would you be carrying?
He's got it written. He's got it written down. It's a seal. It's an amulet.
Not tattooed on
And
your
it's
head, though, is it?
No, it's not that bad. And it says, "This is." It basically exclaims that he'll not break the truth. Like his word is his bond.
It's like
basically.
his Jehovah's Witness card.
It's similar.
But this means nothing to us. That
Like
was
it-
Capri. This means nothing to us. We don't know. You could be anyone. You could write down any old oath.
It is entirely up to you what you want to do.
Tell you what, Robin, do me a history check to see if you've ever heard of the effervescent god.
8.
8. You can't recall ever hearing about it, but then you think there's a lot of gods.
There's an awful lot.
Pantheons upon pantheons. There's sub-gods, there's demigods, there's ultra-gods. Even though you can't recall ever hearing about the effervescent god, you can't really be sure that it doesn't exist.
You can't disprove it.
Yeah.
That is by the by, whether we prove it or not. We don't have to prove it to us. We have to prove it to anyone else. It depends whether other people have heard of this god of yours.
Very well, let's go back and tell your story. We'll see how that
Jed, I'm going with you. Enough of this.
We'll see how that plays out.
In the
This
distance,
was
you can hear
wrecked when we
people.
got here.
In the distance,
was
you can
wrecked.
hear
However,
people shouting.
I just need to metagame a little bit. If my character's asked, he can't break his oath. He can't lie.
Well, 3 versus 1 will just say you are lying.
Okay.
Anyway, in the distance, you can hear people kind of shouting and starting to run towards the windmill, having heard the explosion.
Over here! Over here!
The miller from the next one down, a kind of tall, lank man with kind of pauper's clothes. He kind of runs out and goes, "Oh God! What happened? What happened?"
Dunno, lad. We were
Friday,
just
you're
coming
arse.
down here, and just as we were getting close, fucking blew up.
Oh no! Oh, is Garrett around? Where's Garrett? Was he inside at the time?
I think he was,
He is
lad.
now swimming with the fishes.
Oh dear. Oh, he doesn't like fish. Oh, he won't like that. Oh no.
He doesn't like anything anymore.
Oh, with all the flour shortages, Erskip's going to be in trouble. We've barely got enough grain to make enough to get to the city and to feed the fishing villagers down the coast. How are we going to feed Erskip as well?
Good sir, if you sign this ledger, I can get help from the church.
Who the fuck are you?
I am Eric Sunforge of the effervescent god.
What the fuck's an effervescent god? We're just in a windmill. People are going to starve. Why
Your
want to sign
salvation.
your poxy piece of paper? I can't even write.
I have a
Already.
plan. I have a plan.
Is it a
And
cunning
then I
one?
stand there as my cloak is billowing.
Oh, that's
And I look
billowing cloak.
handsome and thoughtful.
It is quite a nice cloak.
I'm intrigued. Go on then.
That is all I have.
A cloak. Your plan is a cloak.
No,
pose.
just to stand here looking impressive.
Well,
You do look very impressive. It is.
But the Tatanka.
well, speak the truth, sir. You're standing there looking impressive. Tell these people what happened. Bear in mind,
Just like my
nobody has to be to blame here.
Just as
Just
my
staring,
companion said.
staring a hole. Jed is just literally staring daggers a hole right through Saxy, just like
As we got here. Boom!
Oh, boom
just
is the
like I
worst thing
said.
to happen.
May I tell you the truth there, good sir?
Is he not telling the truth?
My oath is to the truth and only the truth. You see, We were led on a quest to find missing Flower. An unfortunate accident occurred.
I step forward and punch the other guy out.
I've just said an unfortunate accident. You can try it.
Roll to hit. Unarmed strike.
Yeah, I'm just getting to the page. Unarmed strike. Cowboy's back, baby.
What did you get?
A 3.
You go for the punch, and Loic doesn't even have to move. You kind of punch, and then just like kind of overbalance yourself and crash into the snow.
If you carry on that way, I will hit you with my divine smite. As I was saying, good sir, an unfortunate accident occurred from my colleague, Jed. However, it was an unfortunate accident. He did not know the chemistry between naked flame and flower.
This miller looks at you, Jenny. Hang on a second. You lit an open flame in a windmill?
It was an accident, good sir. I assure you, I cannot lie.
What kind of a... It might well be an accident, but people are going to starve to death. What are we going to do?
You know, you said I can't lie, but you don't actually have to tell them the truth. You could just stay silent.
It might work, so.
Listen, he's saying it's an accident. He's getting you out of it.
It's not gonna work.
I step up and brush the snow off me. What happened there?
You see, and may Robin give me the ledger. I will show. We were tasked by the Prince Shadley. This is a royal decree. It was an accident, I swear. Now, when it comes to the harvest, we will have to make amends some other way. If you sign this ledger, the church will help.
Oh.
With the harvest. This is a promise.
Okay. Well,
No, do not sign the ledger. We will do it.
Stop. No. Sign the ledger.
No.
I cannot lie. The
right,
church will help.
Both of you roll persuasion checks. Whoever gets the highest persuades.
Uh-oh. 9.
Let's have a look.
Oh, I thought it already rolled.
No. Where is it? Persuasion. 14.
14. So, this miller kind of reaches forward and takes the quill and goes,
The quill.
You promise your church can send aid?
I promise. I cannot lie.
Oh, okay. And he scratches
his finger.
scratches an X on it.
Yeah, pricks his finger.
Fucking hell.
It is a decree unto God.
I'm very worried about what this is going to turn out to be.
Don't be. You
Why do you
can't
think
lie.
we haven't signed it? And we don't know.
And then
I think-
he puts his hand on the shoulder of the other miller and says, "Trust me, in a matter of days, the church will come and help. This is a promise.
Okay.
Go back to your home. Go back to your family."
I'll grind up everything I've got and see what I can get to Erskip.
And he does the circle and the bow.
Yeah.
And he beckons the guy to do it back to him.
And he does it a bit wrong and it's a bit heart-like. But,
That's fine.
because he just kind of doesn't understand and he's looking a bit stressed and shattered and like he's kind of looking over the wreckage of this windmill. It's gonna take so long to rebuild that. And he starts heading back towards his windmill, mumbling, and he kind of turns about. I think you should get back and let the prince know pretty quickly. We're gonna have to do something.
We will. God be with you.
And you too. And he kind of like turns and kind of he's kind of worrying at his hair a little bit, like Stan Laurel as he's walking off.
Yeah. Then Loic turns around at the other three. There you go. I got us out of that sticky situation.
Yeah, with him. What about with Prince? He ain't gonna be happy, is he?
Let us go and speak.
He's just
to
some
the-
thicko.
Let's speak to the prince. Remember what we know about the prince. He's a man of finery. He likes gold. He likes the greatness in life. So,
Not gonna be happy.
if we offer him some form of gift compensation, maybe he will. This is the plan I had. I got my ledger signed, so I'm happy to help.
I believe this is a trap. Keep going to Capri.
I assure you, mademoiselle, there is no trap.
Not from you, sir.
Ah.
From the prince, obviously. There could have been...
What, you honestly think that he thought we would come here and blow the fucking machine up?
I don't believe he thought we would blow the fucking machine up, no. But obviously this baker has his hand in a few separate pies. We don't know who we can trust.
As the evidence is gone.
Dungeon Master,
Yes.
can we do an investigation among the rubble, please?
Yeah, sure. What are you trying to investigate?
Just to see if there's anything that might link to who was paying this Miller guy, the guy off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Roll me investigation.
Miller.
18.
18. Yeah, very good. So you start to pick through the rubble and to see if there's anything kind of useful or valuable. You pick up a news scroll talking about change of leadership in High Dawn. You just High Dawn, shitty place.
Goliath.
You kind of rootle around and you find in the cellar bit. So basically, the explosion went upwards, blew the thing out, so the floor level at the bottom of the cellar is still right.
Oh, well, you said it was the dust and stuff, didn't you?
Yeah.
So it would explode rather than implode.
Yeah. You find a false floor.
Oh.
Yes, you lot. Come here.
Jed, you have found something?
Oh.
You lift it up, and there is a small walnut lockbox inside, down there.
Oh.
You
Hello.
You pick it up. Underneath it, there is a manifest. You open it up, and you see that there are shipments listed going to Erskip of flour, and then shipments going to Vestrada, and then shipments going to a third place. And as you kind of like look down the ledger, the numbers from Erskip shrink, and the one to the third place that's just marked as like an X gets bigger.
So someone's getting more than others.
So someone's filtering off somewhere.
Oh.
Vestrada stays the same every time.
Jed, I see you have uncovered a conspiracy.
Look at this. This place here got no name against it, but it's getting all that flour.
I assume this would be from this land, so what places are we missing on the ledger? On the manifest?
We've got Erskip,
Yes?
and the other place that Gadget mentioned,
Vestrada.
Vestrada. Got Vestrada,
Yeah.
and this one here just says it's just an X. Never heard of a town called X.
So how many, I am new to this land. What's his name? Zaxi. How many major ports and cities are in this land?
Bloody hell, I need the map again.
You should know this, you're from here.
So I've only
hello, I made that up.
I've only listed a handful of them on that big map, just to show you kind of key areas.
Oh, so that.
But
There could be more.
there are plenty of. So most of the. I'll give you the world map. In fact, it's just so you can see, so I can describe what's going on. Where is?
Yeah, we're still looking at those
I know.
sleds that just destroyed themselves.
I know, changing things over. So, yeah, you are down here on the south coast next to Erskip. So
You need to remove them windmills, by the way.
Yeah, I'll have to redraw. Vestrada is the capital city.
Yeah.
There will be kind of fishing villages all the way along the south coast. Imagine a bit like the south coast of the UK. There are fishing villages and small towns kind of all along the south coast.
Yeah.
There will be, because of the kind of the brutal weather of Greybar, most settlements will be on a coastline.
It makes sense.
There are kind of religious sites in the centre. There is the Razor Peaks. Once you get beyond the Razor Peaks, and Saxy would be able to kind of explain all this, everything gets a little bit wibbly, a little bit weird.
I'm seeing it as a bit like Iceland, where everyone just lives on the coast, but there are stuff in the middle of the country and stuff.
And
There's a castle on the far right-hand side of the map with no name next to it. As well.
yeah, so
That could just be a port town.
think of the kind of the Razor Peaks and everything north of it. Think of it the same way that you get the Wall and where the wildlings live in Game of Thrones. It's kind of like things get a bit mystical and weird beyond the Razor Peaks.
Yeah.
Whereas most of the
weirdos
population,
live.
most of the population, or at least the kind of human population, lives below the Razor Peaks. So there are towns and cities around there. It's not something that like Saxy looking at this would not know what X means.
So, is it the place we are? I assume the flower would be going to other human settlements. This is not a stretch to assume. You all agree?
I would believe.
Many along the coastline.
My plan, if you do want to trust me, would be to go to the other place, Vestrada, and see if there is another manifest there. We may find the X name.
Gadget,
Yeah.
did you say that the manifest was underneath the lockbox?
Yes.
Can I open the lockbox, please?
Yeah, you will need to use your lockpicking skill. So give me a it's a sleight of hand check, but you should have proficiency because you've got a lockpick kit.
Have I?
Yeah, you do. It's marked in black. So you've got +5 to your sleight of hand.
Oh yeah, proficiency, yes, +5. 16.
16. Takes you a bit longer than you're used to. It's a little bit more of a complex lock. But you
got cold hands.
You click it, you open it up, and inside, kind of in a velvet divot, is a very large key. It's a very, very large iron key, and the handle is made of amber.
Who keeps a key in a box?
What is it? What is its material?
It's the iron key, and that's amber.
Saxy, my friend, is there any settlement with a strong connection to amber? You can tell him if you want, Gadget, if there is.
No,
if he'd
there
know.
isn't. There isn't.
No? Okay.
This is
there any markings on it?
Give me a investigation check on it. Imagine your Resident Evil spinning it around screen.
14.
14. So the key head itself is in the shape of an X. Markings wise, there are kind of scratches and scuffs on it, as if this has been used quite a lot. It's quite an old key. But there's nothing to say like the precise lock or door that it goes to. It's whoever had this key knew implicitly where it went.
Wait, I have just had a brainstorm. What was on the map again? On the manifest again? What names were on it? So you can just tell me.
So it was Erskip, Vestrada, and X.
Yep. What if X is where we are? If there's a key for X here, maybe there is some kind of lock to fit the key where we are. We are not technically in Erskip.
I believe we may have blown that up.
Oh. Okay. like, is there... Fucking hell. Because we've got a choice, right, guys?
So we're doing another investigation here.
We've got a choice, haven't we?
else.
We either go to Vestrada or search where we are, just in case we are actually at X.
Well, what's to stop us searching anyway?
Well, I've just rolled an investigation check. So
you got a natural one.
Yeah.
So
what about the other
nothing else here?
windmill?
That's what I'm saying. There is another windmill. Let me roll an investigation check. For fuck's sake.
So Saxy, for your natural one, you somehow managed to cut your finger whilst looking around.
I got 15.
Hi!
I got 15.
What was that?
15. There's nothing else of note here. There's just kind of ruined bricks, wood.
Okay, so we are certainly not at X then. This was the keeper of X. Rather than go back to the Prince Chadley, it were Chadley.
Chadney.
Chadney.
Chad.
Rather than going back, I think we should venture to Vestrada and find a sister manifest to this one. There has to be one.
So just remember that we're on a time limit. We have people who get back there to feed. We need to find something
long
to
do
keep
we
them
have?
going.
Saxy, you would also caution that the road to Vestrada is long and reasonably arduous. It's better to travel as part of a caravan than on foot
So we'd have to get
because of the weather.
We'd have to go to Erskip and Iowa, wouldn't we?
That would be safest. You could do it, but
Yeah.
this is a
We're
hard
level
country
one.
to live in.
We're level
yeah,
one.
you're level one.
Sexy, monsieur. Are there any caravan depots at Erskip?
Yeah. We can ask vans in the town.
You should know you are
No problem.
You are from here.
I just said, yeah, we can go there.
Then, rather than speak to the prince, let us go to Erskip, hire a caravan to Vestrada, find the sister manifest, and try and find out where X is. What say you all? Trust me.
The road trip to Vestrada is arduous.
Hence the caravan.
Yeah.
So
Are you all in agreement?
We need to go back to Prince with something. 'Cause if we go
I
back
don't think
with
we
a
tell him
blo-
yet.
I know,
So-
that's what I mean.
So
Go back
yeah.
with a blown up windmill, we're dead.
So, Robin, you remember the actual wording on the request was to find out what happened to the flower. You got a bonus if you returned any of it.
Oh, we can just tell him that the flower was blown up then, if you want.
But we know who took it. However, it's not sitting well that...
Robin, if you are comfortable with telling the prince what has happened, we could do it. You are the leader.
We need to make a plan. We need to make a plan here.
Hello.
I'm still trying.
Just do your normal voice, mate. Don't worry about it.
I say we go back to Prince. Give him this evidence. Say somebody's siphoning off this flower somewhere. Unfortunately, some of it
We had
was
an accident.
destroyed in an accident. Not my doing.
We.
Yeah.
As long as I am
And,
not asked.
And if he wants, for a little extra, we'll investigate where this flower's going.
Now that, my man, is a great idea.
Good there.
We will do a free quest for him. We will find
Nothing's for
out.
free, mate.
Well, maybe we can negotiate, surely.
If your negotiation skills are good enough, be my guest. I am merely an observer.
What is my persuasion? +2.
I think that's what we're doing, Gadget.
So you're heading back to Erskip then.
Yep.
Okay, so it takes you about a day or so to get back to Erskip. Passing.
Are we reinvestigating the sleds on the way back?
You are welcome
No.
to if you would like.
No, fine.
You get back into the city and you can already see that there are people kind of like grumbling and a bit pissed off that that the bakers ran out of bread. You head back down to the Hunter's Lodge, and you see Prince Chad, and he's having a grand old time. He's kind of like he's got his wine, he's chatting with people, he's billowing his cape, he's holding court. And he sees the four of you walk in, and he goes, "Well, my God, it's our newest adventurers. Please."
Can Loic step back and lean against the wall?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Our newest adventurers, did you happen to find out what happened to the flower?
As it just so happens, yes, we did.
And he kind of sits straight. Oh, well. Colour me impressed.
We're here to strike a bargain. Flower.
Hang on, we had a bargain. You find the flower, you bring it here, I give you money.
Yes, I
Oh, we
understand.
found the far.
Yes, I understand that. However, I believe it will be in both of our interests to find out a little bit more. We need to do a little bit of digging into this situation.
What situation would that be?
Well, I don't think you need
It's
to
a
know
bit
yet.
up in the air at the moment.
Stop talking!
What does he mean by that?
Never mind him. He's special needs.
That's the thing in this campaign. Gadget's gonna actually like Calbo and everyone and Treble said stupid things, and he just let it go over the top of his dome. I don't think he's going to do that in this campaign. He's just going to go, what? What did he say?
Anything you say in character voice is said in life.
Yeah.
So,
Come on, explain yourself. He asked you a question, Biggie. What did you mean by that?
Because we need to still find out where it went.
so you haven't found out what's happened to the flower. You're just back here wasting my time.
Not quite.
I'm just going to turn to Robin. Listen, just tell him we didn't find any flower, but we found out that somebody's taking the flower, and we want to investigate further. But we need a bit of extra coin and a caravan to do it.
Well, I was about to say that had I not been interrupted by this imbecile.
Yes, speak fast, Jed.
No, you. So I relay that to Chadders.
Channing kind of clicks his tongue a bit. Yes, so you're telling me that the windmill is destroyed?
I don't think they mentioned that.
Well, okay, so precisely what do you tell them? Just that people are taking it?
It's
Yeah,
been
that we
it's
found
been
we
siphoned.
found evidence that somebody's taking it. We want to investigate
Okay,
where it's
okay.
going.
What evidence have you found of this? Because that's a
Manifest.
hell of an accusation.
Found the manifest.
So you're showing him
that.
the manifest.
Take a look at that. Take a look at that, dickhead.
Don't call a prince that.
And his eyes kind of darken towards you. Prince Chadney.
Term of endearment where I come from, lad. Don't worry about it.
Well, it isn't here. So do not endear me with that term.
So it's Chadders.
He kind of... You see his jaw... The best way I can describe it, you know when Homelander clenches his jaw? It's that really subtle movement. It's like that. And he starts flicking through this manifest and he goes, oh, what do you know? Someone is siphoning off our flower. Interesting. Okay. Well, this needs to be handled urgently. We are already running out. I will send messages to other millers in the area, see if we can get anything to us, or see if we can get anything just straight off the boats.
Your Grace. And he stops leaning.
Yes.
I have promised the neighboring millers the help from my church. They will be here momentarily to help with any issues you have.
Well, that's wonderful. Direct them to come to me, and we shall lead the effort to resolve this issue.
How'd you let him
Very
know?
well.
Mobile phone?
No, he just knows he's got people.
In the meantime, I will acquiesce to your request. We need to find out what's going on here, and now the constabulary are even more busy with the dissent that's running through town. You know the saying: miss enough meals and you end up with a revolution on your hands. So we need to feed this city as quickly as we can.
I can only
It's an
agree.
explosive situation.
Shut up,
What
dickhead.
an interesting
Fine.
turn of phrase.
Fine Prince. I tried to distract him from what that imbecile just said. Fine Prince. Is there a place where I can send a raven to my church?
Yes, if you head down to the south wall, there is a ravenry there.
And he goes, that's what he goes, I will meet my friends at the caravan. He goes to the ravenry.
So he looks up at you, Robin, seeing as the only one that's actually giving them any sense out of all four of you. He goes, I will give you your fee. I will arrange for a caravan. Where do you need to go?
We need to go to the place that you...
Estrada.
Estrada. I believe the locals call it.
Yes, our capital city.
Yes.
Excellent. I will arrange for that. And he pulls out a lockbox. Jed, you notice the lockbox looks very similar to the one that you took the key out of. He counts out 90 gold pieces and pushes it towards you. Your payment? And then he counts out another 40. And goes, some money for supplies. And then he closes the box and put it down.
Can we go to the ravenry?
All of us.
No, just my character.
Okay, well, while they're counting up gold, we'll meanwhile it down to the south wall. You can you come out of the gates and you see like the enormous kind of port, all the ships coming in and out, and you hear the sounds of ravens, and there's kind of a couple of guys in kind of official uniforms, kind of tending to them. All right, sir, do you need to send a message?
Oui. I have my own quill and my own seal, if that is not a problem.
No, that's fine. Where's it going? We've got birds that can get to any part of the world.
To the Church of the Effervescent God.
What country?
Oh shit, I forgot. We planned it over day. I can't remember what we said. Where's the map? Where's the big map?
Okay.
Where's the big map?
You say it's from Athor.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, R4.
Athor. Yeah.
So across
to
the
the province of Athor, across the frigid sea.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, we've got a few birds that can do that. If you'd like to write out your message, it'll cost you 5 gold pieces, and we'll get that sent over.
He got that from that guy that signed it. Brilliant. So
How are we dividing the coinage from
hang on.
the prince?
Do that in a
Hang
minute.
on. I want the listeners to know what he's writing.
Okay. Do you want
Who does
the
it
other
help?
players to know?
Yes, I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Right.
I don't mind. This is part of the plot.
What does he write?
To the deacon of the Effervescent Star. Effervescent God. Sorry. I have found the perfect place to create and build our new church. We have a town ship called Erskip, which would be the perfect port to launch our crusade. Yours, Loic. And he puts his seal and his stamp on.
P.S. There's a nice plot of land where a windmill used to be.
But there's nothing menacing there. He did say the word crusade, unfortunately.
That is a slightly menacing word if you take historical connotations on it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is a very good place to end part 1 of campaign 2 of Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep.
We did it.
Yay!
Did it? We're back, everyone. And the bullshit has started to flow, like ever so much liquid bullshit. So, yes, if you are a patron, you're going to get a little bit extra because for a new thing for this campaign, because we've kind of changed things around with the Modern Escapism podcast and with this one. If you're a patron on either Scorched Sheep tier or the Biggie Bundle tier, we're going to do a bit of a Dungeon Master's Diary afterwards, and we're going to just have a little bit of a chat about what's just happened, where we're going, who our characters are, all that kind of thing. I know Oodles wants to
It's the
interview
behind
me.
the scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a little bit of post-game chat, so stick around for that. If you're not already a patron, head over to patreon.com/modernescapism. We've got 2 tiers. Scorched Sheep tier is £5 plus VAT a month. You'll get the extra bit now, and then you'll also get all the maps I've made for this. You'll get early access to the next episode in 2 weeks' time.
Character art, everything.
Character art, ad-free. It's going to be a bumper first episode, this one, because you'll get all of Candy's character art for this. You get all of my maps for this.
And can I say as well, I know we don't have a bard in his place, but there will be songs, because my guy's
good.
been in the choir. He's been in the choir.
Yeah, and I need to do songs as well
there
because
will
I
be
just like
songs.
doing them. So yeah, make sure you check that out. If you're listening to this on the podcast version, check out the YouTube version. You can see the maps that I've made, and you can
We're here.
You can see our happy smiley faces and Biggie's slightly faded thing poster on his door behind him. But yes, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. If you've got any feedback for us, in a few weeks' time when we get caught up with things, we're going to start reading the feedback out in the Dungeon Master's Diary section. So please do drop us some feedback, correct us on rules, posit and speculate where you think the story's going or what you think each character's up to. Everyone's going to be suspicious of Loic, I think.
Why?
Because he's got a French accent, a very suspicious accent.
Can concur.
So, yes, thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching if you're on the YouTube, and we'll see you in a fortnight.
Bye.
Bye.
Au revoir.